Hi guys, I'm Jacob Kringstead with Safety Pole Manufacturing. I'm going to show you today a quick operation on how to run our crop shuttle. I'm going to go through our controller and then also walk around the machine a little bit and just kind of look at it and show you guys how to run it. All right, we're getting ready to ship this cart here actually tomorrow morning, so I want to do a quick walk around on how to hook it up and how to do the basic functions on how to run it. Start here obviously. We have 3 remotes, and then a 4th would be our jack. So when we don't use the jack, we leave it stored up. Our 3 remotes run our hopper, our control, which is our valve stack. It's on the side of the cart over there. It runs your boom, your side door, your front door, stuff like that. And then actually our boom belt is on its own remote. So that's completely ran through the tractor remote. Typically we run hopper in port 1, control in port 2, and then on this tractor, I guess boom will be on 3, but we like to stick it as far away as we can. You know, if they have 2 stacks, I guess you can do it more over here. Probably on 5, whatever's farthest away, so you don't accidentally bump it in the tractor cab. So we'll get those hooked up and we'll jump in the tractor. All right, so we got them hooked up here. Like I said, we got hopper down in port number 1, control in 2, and boom in 3. And actually, when we get in the tractor cab here and we pressurize things, you can actually see the valve bank here. You can see that we'll get pressure. So this is our Eaton controller. Most of the functions are ran off here. Like I said, the only thing that isn't would be the boom, which is on remote 3 by itself. So right now nothing's powered, so nothing's going to change. But here's screen number 1. We got forward. You click it on, it illuminates. It means it's running. Then we got low, medium, and high. So in the low setting, if you look at the bar graph here, you can actually spin the dial and set that from anywhere from 0 to 33%. Medium, we can set anywhere from 34 to 66%, and high is anywhere from 67 to 100%. So once you get it kind of dialed in, you'll play with that, and then also, obviously, the flow on the remote will change how fast you can discharge. Rear door is actually the side door on this cart, so you got open and close. Then we have hopper up, hopper down, and then this is actually a timer. It's set for 0 right now. But if I can get my second hand here, maybe I don't need it, but you can hold the button to illuminate. You can spin the dial. You can set the timer for a certain amount of seconds. And actually right now hopper down is hidden, but I'll go in the back of the screen and get that illuminated, and that will actually have a hopper down here as well, very similar to that. So now when I click the hopper up, it'll stay illuminated for 21 seconds. So I can either tap it, you can hold it, it'll be momentary, or you can tap it, and it'll engage the timer. So that's screen 1. Screen 2, you can either switch screens here, or by pushing the circle. Here's screen 2, so we can actually go forward, or we can do reverse in this one. Again, I'm going to go on the back end, and I'm going to disable reverse. There's no reason to reverse the hopper, and actually most times than not, it just causes problems. So this is going to be disabled, and this whole box will actually go away. So we'll leave it in forward. If there was a bad cable or something wrong with the PLC controller, you would be getting a fault on our screen. You can actually see the faults here. We'll come up with the ECU number, and then we can go into our owner's manual and figure out what the problem is. And you can actually reset your faults here as well. And then go back to the home page, and then page 2. So from there we got the boom options, boom unfold, boom fold, which is our first section. So when we say unfold and fold, it'll actually do this middle section, fold and unfold. And then boom extend and retract is actually the second section, or the tipper section. So you have extend and retract also. I'll show you that here in a minute. So this is the extend and retract. And then also we got the front door, obviously open and close. On this model, I do not believe you can have the front door open when you are folding the boom. The computer will let you, but you're not going to want to do that, because if you see the front door is open, the boom may crash, and I'll show you that here in a minute. All right, here I am on the back end of the computer. I really like to show people how to get here, but in the owner's manual it does, so I guess it is what it is. We're running closed center. Here's the hopper directional. I'm going to switch it to forward only. Hopper speed, we want that. Hopper ramp, we never touch this. This is actually how long it takes to engage the hopper to go. If we were to set that to 0, it'd have full torque right away, and that's not good on chains and gearboxes and other things like that. So we leave that at 20,000 milliseconds. hopper down timer was disabled, like I showed you earlier. So we're going to enable that. Rear door is enabled. Some of our carts, a sugar beet cart or a silage cart, they do not have side doors or rear doors, so we can actually disable that if needed. We'll leave that enabled. And then we'll go back to the home screen. And now you can see that the hopper down timer is actually engaged. So we can set that somewhere as well. And then hopper forward is there. Page 2 is how we switch to reverse, but now you can see that it's gone. We disabled that, so nobody can bump it in reverse. So you only get forward. Alrighty, so now I'm going to engage the hydraulics here and run them. So I flipped the green one on, which was our hopper. So I don't know if you can see it there, probably not, but we actually have pressure, 3000 psi. So that runs our hopper. It still ran on the computer, but that we run our own hydraulic bank to the hopper because we want to get as much flow and as much pressure as we can to the hopper. And then everything else is ran off of the control. So we'll also engage that. And now we can run our boom and all those other functions. And then obviously number 3 here is boom. We're not going to touch that because the boom is down right now. And the sag down there, or the bag, would actually maybe cause damage because it's resting on the frame. So we don't run the boom in the down position. There's really no need to. So now we can go into our hopper up. I'm just going to click it and it's going to engage it all the way up. Oh, I guess I have my flow down here. I better set that first. This is actually something good to show you. It shows that we have pressure and that it is engaged, but it will not do anything. And that actually is sometimes common, and I wanted to bring that up because I always get phone calls on that. So what happened is down here we have the inline check valve, but actually kicked out the return side. You can't tell, but it's not pushed in all the way. So I'm going to get Mike to fix that. Hey Mike, can you check to make sure nothing popped out on the control? Number 2, yep. I'm going to take the pressure off, and he's going to reset that. Make sure it's pushed in all the way. And then we should be able to run. All right, we got them pushed in, and that solved that problem. So that's good to show you guys, because that can be a problem. Like I said, you got a check valve there, so if you actually bump the valve the wrong way, say I bump it this way, it pushes oil against that check valve and it kicks it out, and it doesn't look like it's out, but it pops out just a hair. So we got to reseat that Pioneer tip, keep it pressure, and then away we go. So here I'm going to show you again, once he gets his crane hook out of the way. I think we're good. Then we can just hit the hopper up, and the timer's engaged, and the hopper's raising. And again, that's off of your flow, obviously. I think we got the flow set at 100 for the remote. We want it constant, and then yeah, flow at 100%. We always run 100% for the hopper and 100% for the control stack. So as you see, it's going up there. Obviously, oh, see, we timed out. I was going to turn up the RPM there, but we timed out. So what I'll do is set the timer a little higher, and I'll go up. So when it goes all the way up, it'll actually just deadhead the cylinders. It won't actually disengage the oil. So you want your timer pretty close. You don't want to sit there and run, extra 30 seconds and just have it deadheading the cylinders. So when it kicks out, I'll usually shut the timer off. See, now it's just deadheading the cylinders. We'll actually go and we'll push again and shut off the timer. All right, the hopper's up. Next function, actually I'm gonna get the handheld remote here and show you that in a minute. Alrighty, there's the ram mount. We'll send a suction mount with them so they can suction to the window. Most people have their own ram mounts for the Eaton controller. Here is the remote, and here's the cable. So I'm going to plug that in really quick, and then I can show you the function. So the remote plugs in there. This end goes in the bottom of here. Plug that in quick, and then we will run through the functions one more time. Alrighty, now that I got the remote installed here, I want to go through really quick the functions one more time to show you. This is probably how the cart will be when you're loading. The side door will probably be down, or the rear door. That is not on the remote, that is actually on the controller here. But, so when you get to the field, again, one quick note, that door needs to be closed, so you can see in that corner as you're loading. But if the boom is up, that door needs to be closed. They will end up crashing. I do have some customers, however, though, that will run their boom like this. That way they can allow their front door to be open so they can see in there. And that is no problem. You can definitely do that. But if you have your boom all the way up, there will be a problem. And then I guess, like, while it's up, I can probably show you that side door function. So there's a side door opening. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but the side door is opening, and now the side door is closing. Okay, so everything's pressured on. We got the door open again. We got the boom down a little bit so it does not crash. So order of events. So we actually have the hopper on a timer. So we'll be putting the hopper up. Click it, so it's raising. And you actually do this while you're going down the field loaded. That's no problem. People do it all the time. Side hilling is a little different story, but if you want to do this while you're pulling up to a truck, that is fine. You can do that. And then you come basically down the remote top to bottom. So here's boom, unfold. We're stealing the oil for the hopper up, so the unfold's pretty slow right now. I'm gonna wait here a second. Okay, now that's done. Now I'm gonna do boom, unfold. Front door open, which it already is. Boom, extend. Basically get your height, get your truck under there. You can retract it, get it down in there. Then you got hopper on and off and low, medium, and high. And it's actually going to remember the settings on your gauge. So as you can see on the Eaton controller on the right, it actually it'll use the bar graph there for low, medium, high. And when you're done, you basically reverse the functions. We shut our hopper off. It's time to come down. We will start at the bottom and work our way up. Just extend your boom out, close your front door, and then you fold the boom up. And again, make sure that door is closed. It's opening up. Make sure that door is closed a little bit when you are going to run it. And then also you can click the hopper down function at the same time as it's coming down. All right, it's a little noisier out here. I hope you can hear me with the microphone, but here's a good look at how the boom runs, how it's supposed to look. There's the side door I was telling you about, folded down. You can actually load on the go. A harvester can be dumping into here as you're going down the field. And then I'm going to show you the hopper chain discharge, I should say, here. That control bank I was telling you about, that actually has it split off to run the boom and the front door and stuff, is under this right there. And actually our PLC is under there as well. So kind of the brains of the operation is all done right there. You can see it's a pretty simple machine, not too much to it. If you get the owner's manual, you'll see the grease points. The tracks have their own manual. Here's the grease points for those. These are every 50 hours. Anywhere pivots obviously is a grease point. You got a pivot there. Pivots on the cylinder. All the booms have pivots, so those would all have grease. Again, in the manual it tells you how often to do that. The other thing I want to talk about, I guess, would be the chain tensioner. The light's falling out. But so this is about how loose we want to keep the chain. It really does not stretch. It's way overbuilt, but you can see there's, if you're looking here, there's a little bit of a sag. It's about how loose we want to run it. We want to run it so it does not touch our steel lines, but loose enough where it's not going to wear out the chain faster for any reason. Another quick thing I want to go over is the counterbalance check valves we have in here. Cylinders actually have check valves on them, very similar to like a forklift, where if you cut a hydraulic line, it's not going to come crashing down. It actually takes pressure to bring that cylinder down. So if we were to cut the hydraulic line right now, we wouldn't have the thing come crashing down. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you got any questions or comments, leave them below. If I missed anything, you got maybe want a little bit more, let me know. Right now they're going to get this thing basically ready for shipping. It goes out here in about an hour, or we got an hour left to work, and then it's going to ship in the morning. So they're going to go ahead and take all the tip tops down. They're going to take the boom tims off. We actually flip the boom backwards, and then yeah, it's ready to go. So be sure to like our video and follow us on YouTube. Leave us some comments on what you liked, what you didn't like, maybe what I missed, or what you want to learn more of, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks again for watching.